size.
I've got light for a change. So now we can start. Caroline is our timekeeper. I am the MC. Thank you, John and Debbie, for having this special success training on a Wednesday evening. It is here we work as a team, helping one another to achieve the best in life. If you had all the time and the money today, what would you do? What would you be? What would you see? What would you become? Who better to share the plan, to show us through the marketing plan how we can do this business in order to achieve our dreams? Da-da, Debbie Cunningham.
Hi, everybody. Jenny, if you're going to make your MC that long, we're going to be here forever.
Shush. I'm MC now.
But
Shush.
thank you. Thank you. Just a very quick one on my side. The marketing plan. We've all seen the marketing plan, and it's a 6-2-2 plan. Sean's got a most amazing plan which he's done, and he's going to share it with his team, and then when it is successful, he will share it with the group. But in the meanwhile, what I want to share is just the other side of the whole marketing plan. Because it's a 6-2-2, it means you need to share this business, and you need to build depth. So if you get someone else into your business, it's your responsibility to get someone underneath them into the business, and someone even to go as far as 12 deep if necessary, because it's in that leg that you are going to find your route. And so don't ever stop. This is the key. The key to success in your life is to never ever quit, because you never know who's around the corner. It could be another Charlie Bolton. I know that the person who joined John and I into the business, they quit. And if they had just stayed in, they would be earning about 20,000 Rand without doing anything other than their 100 PV from John and I and our organization. So just don't quit. You never ever know. Things might look slow, but it's working. All right. The other thing is we've got what we call, this is for the new people on, and I'm sure most of you do know, but you've got closest to you is called your legs. Now, when we say legs, those are the people that you personally have sponsored, or they're people second or third down whose people in between have not built up to you. So that whole organization of you and a few people underneath them, that is your nursery, and you need to look after them like a nursery. People like, for instance, we brought in Jenny and we brought in Sean. Now, those are two of our legs. They are known as cross lines. So they are known as cross lines. And basically what they should do is just encourage each other. They shouldn't be teaching each other. They shouldn't be showing each other their way. Osprey team is another team. We're just one team, so it doesn't apply to us. I'm just saying in the near life world. Okay, so cross line, always positive, always encouraging. That goes the same for any of the GNLD neo-life teams that are out there. Those people, we just love them and leave them. Okay, we are Eagle team. Okay, and then another thing, I think it's a trap. We get our people in, and then we go into the management phase. I know John and I have been in that management phase. We get this lovely group going, and then we sit and we just manage them. We show them what to do. We help them with training. We do all sorts of things other than build our own business. And that is not healthy. You need to always build your own business. And amazingly, if you are sponsoring, your team will sponsor. If you are managing, your team will just sit there and manage or be managed. It just works that way. People do those crazy things where if the upline is moving, they're moving. I don't know if you've noticed with Mozambique, when the upline started to move, they sort of dragged everybody up with them. And that is exactly what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I just also wanted to share just basically a little bit. I hope, Colleen, you're keeping me on track there. I just took a printout. I don't know how you look after your team, but if you go to your reports and you go to statements, history statement, that's what I've got here, my Near Life Distributor bonus statement. So get some downlines, and it's exciting when you've got downlines, I promise you, because you can go through and you can have a look at what people are actually giving you. Now, I know that Jenny Holiday knows Rod and Glenda Templar. They joined us about 25, 20, over 20 years ago. They tried the business. The business didn't really work for them. Well, they couldn't work the business, but they've never given up on the products. We did a lot of product demonstrations in their house. And they came to a lot of training, and we really were a close team. And just out of them last month, they only got 233 points. That's all they received. But because John and I are directors, we got 978 Rand from them. So now I hope I'm getting through to you to build your people and train them, train them, train them. Product training is so vital, and relationships are so vital. Mandy went away for 5 years, I think, Mandy, and you came back, and who was the first person you contacted when you knew you wanted to start Near Life again? Us. We had built up a good relationship with her parents. She just got married. She had little children, which are now big children, ready to start the business again, and they came back and remembered us. So get involved in the children as well. We used to have lovely times opening their kits, and John used to give the kids crayons to draw on the walls if they wanted to, no, on paper. So we really got involved with everyone in our group. The other thing is that I wanted to share with you. Okay, we've got this lady. I now shared with Claudia, told you about Claudia. She got 519 PV. She is in Germany. And from that lady, we got 1,985 Rand. She's been in Germany for the last 10 years. And she is in Kim and Neil Thompson's team, which were about 2-3 deep from us. And they're still using the products. So, and she's working the business. All right. So that's what I want to share with you all about these lovely, lovely printouts. I love these printouts. Suddenly I got another one on the line, on my printout, and I said to John, I don't know this lady at all. Now, she comes from another leg, and she is about, I don't know, about 12 deep. They moved to the UK, and they finally I contacted her because she was on my printout, and we earned some money from her. So I phoned her to thank her for using the products and enjoying the products. And if we could help her at all, please let me know. That was an email I sent her. It's all on your Near Life back office. You can go in there with any of your team, get all the info, and get in contact with everyone. Thank you, Colleen. This lady, when I contacted her, she said, yes, her husband's got high blood pressure, cholesterol, and they wanted lipotropic adjunct, and they can't get it there. So whenever anyone is coming to South Africa, they put in a big order so that they can get the lipotropic. So now who told her about lipotropic? Her upline told her about lipotropic, and that was done in demos and training and one-on-ones. Okay, so that's basically what I wanted to share is your 622 plan. Go for it, but be sure you build depth and make sure that you are build a relationship with everyone, no matter how deep they are. Like I love Amanda, and Amanda, I think, is 3 or 4 deep from us. Just love her to bits all the way up there at Oogie. Uh, so it's just love people. That is the key to this business. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Debbie. We always learn so much from you. Now, we have to shift gears in Neolife. The main area that we are lacking growth is in inviting. Inviting is the most important skill in our business. Take it away, John.
Thank you, Jenny. Good evening, everyone. It's lovely to see all your new faces. They're brand new this week to me, so that's fantastic. Inviting is an amazing thing. You can be the most technical person on inviting and still have difficulty. I'll give you an example. We brought in this couple last week, I think 10 days ago. We did the kit opening in their home last week. They had someone there who got started and no training, invited 3 people to the next meeting. So what I thought about this, and I thought, what words did she say to invite her 3 friends? And it was as simple as just asking them or telling them that she's found a way to generate extra income. Would they be interested? So, you know, you can have, and I've always adhered to scripts. I think if you are new in the business, you don't know quite what to say, and I've got lots of scripts. If you are interested, I'll send you a whole bunch. We even had a script where we've got the script like the one that Sean uses. Would you be open to look at a way to generate more income or additional income? And then it's called the Rank Xerox inviting script. So you got your script in the middle. Then on the side of that block, you've got different answers. What's it about? Tell me more. Is it this? Is it that? So there's a lot of replies which we find common to the business. And then coming from those replies is the answer. And we studied that. And I know Barry Keynes has got a copy, and a lot of people have got that copy of that generator. But what we got from that, not to use it while you phone it, because people will hear that you are copying a list there. It's got to come from the heart. So if you learn the responses that we found work for us, it might also work for you. So take that script there and learn the responses, so that if you are given one of those answers to your script, whatever you're saying, you don't just pounce on them and say, oh, I know that one. I learned that one 4th down on my list there. Think about it. I used to love it when I had my beard, and I'm going to grow it again. Because if they asked you a difficult question, I used to stroke my beard like that, you know, especially it gives an old timer the look. I think all of you got a grandfather where they've got this beard and this beautiful moustache, and when they do this, you can know they're thinking about what you said. And that's the key. You've got to not just pounce on them with your fantastic answers and your ability to answer every single question, but given complete consideration, you can have your pearls of wisdom and give them the answer that they're looking for, or found out what they are really looking for. So I don't mind what script you use, but if you're new in the business, and I would encourage you, send me a mail or something that you would like, the list of all these different ones. There might be one that will just suit you down to the ground, and learn it, not so much as to read it out. If I was inviting someone and I was reading the list It sounds canned and it sounds insincere. So when you are inviting, be natural. Be like that lady last week. She never went to a single training. She never saw anyone invite anybody. And yet she had people there. I'll give another example. Amanda, all the way at Yogi, she had so many people at her demonstration. And she hadn't been given the training how to invite. They were friends, and she had her natural ability just to invite her friends along. And that's the way we've got to do it, because this is a friendship business, it's a family business. We invite our friends, your friends are our friends. And we keep it like that. We keep it low key, no pressure selling. If they don't want to join, well, they'll join a bit later on. So keep them in the back burner. Okay, I hope that's a bit helpful for you this evening. Let's see if my time's up. Well, Debbie just told me I haven't seen Carleen with her figures up there. So I think it's important that we know how to invite. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, John. We learn from the best. Dawn and Amanda are going to share with us the best health solution for children. They're going to share products. Dawn is going to share VitaGuard and VitaSquares, followed by Amanda, who's going to share Liquid Vit. So this is what we recommend for children, and now we're going to learn why. Thank you, Dawn.
Hi, everyone, again. Okay, VitaSquares is a multivitamin for children. There's 180 chewable tabs in the bottle. I don't have any containers. It contains lipids, sterols, vitamins, and minerals. It provides building blocks children need to achieve physical, mental, and emotional best. It contains threonine, which is often processed out of the foods that make up the children's dietary staples. It contains the entire vitamin E family, which is your antioxidants. It's sweetened with fruit juice concentrates. There's no sugar in there. And listen to this. Children produce more than 1 billion new cells every day. And it takes a lot of nutrients to support this extraordinary growth. So a lot of energy is expended. Cognitive and memory skills and personalities are developing in children. Scientific studies have found associates between the levels of certain nutrients and mental performance. So they need to feed the cells, renew and build and protect. If your children's cells are sickly or sluggish, they'll not perform properly. So they need to be fed. To grow, their bodies need protein. Children's bodies cannot make 10 of the 22 amino acids required to build and renew. So they must be supplied in the diet. But feeding, renewing, and rebuilding is not enough. Cells need protection. Children's bodies burn a lot of energy and produce free radicals, so they need extra nutrients, and this is supplied by VitaSquares. So it's a really important vitamin for kiddies. VitaGuard, I don't know how many are in the bottle. I've packed all my books away. We know that free radicals harm the cells. VitaGuard delivers a broad spectrum of whole food antioxidants to protect the cells and the tissues. It's the most complete antioxidant protection available to defend children's cells. It's got flavonoids, vitamin C, carotenoids, the entire vitamin E family, zinc and selenium, and also sweetened with fruit juice concentrate, no sugar. Children burn up a lot of energy. Some diets contain too much fat, high processed foods, and not enough fruit and vegetables. They're exposed to environmental pollutants, and the facts of childhood increases the children's need for antioxidants protection. The world's major health organizations recommend high-produce diets. 5 to 13 servings of fruit and vegetables each day. Now, that's a lot to eat in one day. But this is where VitaGuard comes in and fills the gap. And I'd just like to say about 16 or so years ago, my daughter came to stay with me for a few months with her 2 little kids. And she had the VitaGuard and the VitaSquares, and she was giving them those every day. And she left the bottles on the table, and this little guy, Geordie, he was about 3 or 4, he decided he's going to help himself. So he climbed on the chair, he took the bottles, and he tipped them both out onto the carpet, and it all mixed up. So we couldn't divide them back into their normal containers, so we just put it all in one big jar, and she fed them like that every day. She just gave them the right amount. Those 2 kids grew up, lovely personalities, lovely children, never sick, just healthy and full of the joys of life. And I really believe that this is what helped them. The one is 21 now, and the other one is 23. All happy kids. Thank you.
Thank you, Dawn. So Amanda's going to share Liquivite with us, please.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay. Hi there. Yes, so I'm talking about Liquivite tonight, and even the littlest of the little ones need some nutrition to fill the gaps. And basically, Liquivite is this similar to the VitaGuard and the VitaSquares. It's just in an easy to swallow liquid form. And it contains 12 of the most important vitamins as well as whole food nutrients. It also has 3N whole grains in it, which is necessary for cellular nutrition at cellular level, and also has a great citrus flavor. And yeah, so it's versatile. You can mix it with any liquids or yogurts and stuff, which makes it easy for them to swallow. And it is for kids up until 4 years. And the nice thing about Liquivite is also a lot of older patients or any other patients that have any swallowing problems would also be able to take Liquivite if they can swallow liquids instead of tablets in vitamin form. So then they can take the Liquivite and also get their nutrition in. So that is also nice. And yeah, it provides a full day supply of all the important vitamins our kids need to grow up. It contains the carotenoids to boost their immune systems and just keep them healthy. And just a little testimony, I've got a customer in East London. It's actually her daughter's child. It's her grandchild using the VitaGuards and VitaSquares. And this child is 4 years old. And since he's been on about 2-3 months into using the Neolife VitaGuards and VitaSquares, he used to get a lot of asthma attacks. And she came and told me that his asthma attacks were reduced by 2/3 about. And they couldn't believe he was feeling so much better. He was eating better. And the asthma was a lot better. So that was a nice thing.
Thank you,
Thank
Amanda.
you.
That was really so professional and so informative. Thank you so much. Now, a lady has always got her finger on the pulse. She's always on the ball. The lady is, yes, you all know, Ansi. Ansi is going to share the impending events with us. Thank you, Ansi.
Thank you, Jenny. Yes, it's very important that we keep track of all the events that's taking place, and either put it on your cell phone or your diary, whichever is best for you. Most of our trainings are from the Eagle team because we are members of the Eagle team. So on a Tuesday is Tuesday Tech with Sean at 7:30. Wednesday is the Zoom we're on now. Thank you to John and Debbie. Also at 7:30, and Friday mornings have a coffee chat with the leaders at 9 o'clock, and that's awesome. You mustn't miss that too. And then Bloemfontein will be coming up in June, the 14th to the 16th. You still get time to buy your ticket if you didn't do that for 100 Rand. As from May, it will be going up to 150 Rand. And if you work the business properly and you qualify as first-time Emerald Director, you will be able to go free Mahala on the house with Charlie and Alta to Sun City. That's one of my things I would love to go one day. And he is still busy with the kickoff meetings in Gauteng on the 17th of February and the 24th of February in the old PE. And then the new life upcoming event of the year is the Impact Summit on the 19th of October. And it's important to also buy your ticket in advance. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ansi. Now, Mandy is going to do the recognition for us. Thank you, Mandy.
Thank you, Jenny. Hello, everybody. Well, as we can see, if you listen to John and Debbie, if you are watching them build, you'll be building as well. The PV 100 to 250 PV, Kay and Ansi are busy there. So giving it good stick there. And then from 250 to 500 PV, we have Amanda, who's doing extremely well in Yugi. And then 500 to 1000 PV, we have Jenny Holiday and Jenny Potter. And 1000 to 2000 PV, we have Sean and Linda. So they're all doing extremely well. The new starts for the month, Kay has 2 distributors and John and Debbie have 2 distributors as well. So keep it up, team. You're doing very well.
Wow.
And now, thank you very much. Gosh, motivational close, somebody who always motivates us all the time. Tuesdays and now Wednesdays. Yes, you got it right. Sean, thank you so much for the motivational close. We are waiting in anticipation. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jenny. Yeah, don't have too much time over here, but yes, it's been great. And you guys are all thriving. And I love to see that. So keep drinking the Super Grow. It's obviously working. That the motivation that I thought I would share today, it's one, if you've been following on the group, I post up a motivation quote every day and I put it up on my WhatsApp status as well. And the one that got me yesterday was by John Maxwell. And he says, champions don't become champions in the ring. They are merely recognized there. If you want to see where someone developed into a champion, look at his daily routine. Now we see champions at the Impact Summit. And we see all these people up on the stage. Those people are very similar to us. They're not any more special or any different to us. They're exactly the same. But they're champions. And what makes them different? Not the fact that they're on the stage. What are they doing every day? They probably are doing motivation. They're almost definitely using the products. But what's the other thing that they do? Is they're putting into action what they're learning. And that is the key. And I know personally that is one of the things that causes me to trip up is I'm great with the products. I'm great with the plan. I'm not always that good with putting the action in consistently. So this is the key to become a champion. Do a little bit every day. They say if you've got 3 to 4 hours a week, great. You can build this business to Charlie size. If you don't have 3 to 4 hours in a week, you must have 5 minutes in a day. All it takes to say to somebody, been great chatting to you. Would you be open to looking at a way to earn a little bit of extra money, a couple of $100 without changing what you're doing now. That takes 3 minutes, if that. It takes about 30 seconds, in fact, to say that. But obviously, there'll be a little bit of chatting backwards and forwards. Everybody has got 5 minutes. And if you're not going to talk to somebody, send them a message. You can send 10 messages in 5 minutes. Copy, paste, send. It's all it takes. But you have to take that step. You have to do the action every single day. Because if you don't take the steps, if you don't do the action, you're never going to get anywhere. And I've got a breakdown, can't remember the book at the moment, but it's how it's a sales book, basically. And he says you can't make the sale until you make the call. So what are we doing? We've still got 2 weeks before the end of the month. And we've still got a lot of days in between. Take 3 5-minute sessions. Morning, lunchtime, evening. Send a message or 5. Talk to people. We're not bombarding, we're not knocking on doors and trying to flog things to people who don't want stuff. We are talking to our friends and we're sharing good news with our friends. And if you've ever heard good news and you'd love to tell somebody, you go tell your friends. You don't go tell a stranger. So why are we looking for strangers? We're looking for friends. And when we find a new friend, we get to know their friends. And when we meet their friends, we meet their friends, and so it goes. But you've got to make a friend every single day. So we know how, we know what, we know we're in the best team. Go fly like an eagle. Enjoy the rest of the week, everyone.
Thank you.
Amen on that.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Oops.